Alright, so what's up guys? We need to talk about something pretty cool here, and it's about wonder weapons coming to DLC 4. And I'm going to bring up the question also, what if every single wonder weapon actually arrived within DLC 4 in some sort of way or fashion, whether it's an Easter egg or some sort of thing where like everyone can get like their own sort of wonder weapon. Like you can pick from a huge selection of wonder weapons, every wonder weapon that we've ever seen within Call of Duty Zombies, and we're talking about why that could actually be possible for this last map. You guys have to think about this. DLC 4, this is the last map, a part of this huge Call of Duty Zombies 4-game storyline. We've seen it ever since World at War all the way to Black Ops 3 now. You have so much storyline, so many wonder weapons, so many creators behind the wonder weapons, so many storylines as to how these wonder weapons were used, why they're made, just all of this insane stuff, and it's finally all ending on this one last map. Jason Blundell always talks about it. He said within one of the interviews recently how they're going to put the brackets on the storyline and really bring everything together. And as you guys know, the universes and the dimensions within the zombie storyline, they're all bleeding, they're all opening up, there's so many holes, so many missing loops, just so much insane stuff that's occurring. So I think everything is just going to come together within DLC 4. Everything's going to make sense. All these universes are going to come as one potentially, and we will see maybe all these wonder weapons come together as well at that same expense. It's going to be freaking crazy. We're going to talk about this possibility, maybe actually why we can see it within an Easter egg, some sort of thing we can, pick all the wonder weapons from a certain selection, whatever you want to do. We'll talk about all that within this video. If you guys can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's go for 200 likes. That'd be pretty cool. And again, this isn't a what if video. This is sort of just like, a solo commentary I just want to do, sort of just to the side. I will continue the actual what if series with your comments in a couple of days, but right now we're just doing some stuff right here, and I just want to talk about DLC 4 wonder weapons. So this is another thing as well, because I was watching Zombros, and they were basically talking about the Zombros podcast with like the Glitching Queen, whatever, and they were basically saying like, oh yeah, what if like new guns came back to DLC 4 and all of that insane stuff. And Rad also was talking about like, what if like every perk was coming to this game. I was like, oh, what if like every wonder weapon came to the game? So that's why I'm probably making this video. I had the idea to do it, but it was a pretty cool sort of thing there to really think like, oh yeah, what if every perk was in there? That'd be pretty sick. But think about every wonder weapon. You know how cool that would be to have every single wonder weapon? And they were basically saying, oh yeah, Origins, you had all these guns come back. You had so many guns from Black Ops 1 actually return in Origins. And I'm thinking DLC 4. I want to put this towards the wonder weapon side of things, but DLC 4, they need to bring back something. They're going to bring back a lot of insane stuff. They're going to make it insane like Origins, but for DLC 4, it could be a lot greater, potentially because of the location with the house, and potentially just because it's the last zombies map in the whole COD universe, really, of zombies. I think they need to do something huge for DLC 4 and bring back all these weapons like they did with Origins, but more importantly, bring back wonder weapons to DLC 4 would be insane. So before we can really talk about how they would actually do this, we need to go through every single wonder weapon we've ever seen within Call of Duty Zombies. I'm going to read through a list here. This is from the very beginning all the way to the end, or at least the end as of now, which is Garage Crovey, obviously. So I'm going to go through every wonder weapon here, and yeah, so here you go. We have the Ray Gun, the Wonder Rifle, the Monkey Bomb, the Thunder Gun, Winter's Howl, the Gersh device, you have the Macintosh dolls, the VR-11, the Scavenger, the Baby Maker from Shangri-La, obviously, the Wave Gun, the QED, the Transit Gun, which I don't think they should actually bring that back, but it's a wonder weapon. We're reading through the wonder weapons. The Slickfire, Blundergat, Hell's Retriever, Hell's Redeemer, they didn't add that there, Hell's Redeemer is the upgrade version, okay. Golden Spork, Mark II, Paralyzer, Time Bomb, the 4 Origin Staffs, which is like the Wind, Fire, Ice, Lightning. You have the G-Strike, the 1-inch Punch. You have like some Shadows of Evil stuff like the Parthenon Servant, Little Arnie, Parthenon Sword, all that insane stuff. The Ragnarok, the Wrath of the Ancients, the Skullbound Sopway, KT-4, the Spider-Bait, the Mark III, the Dragon Strike, and obviously the Gauntlet within Garage Crovey. And there's a bunch of other little stuff there, but those are like the real main sort of wonder weapons within the game. Obviously, we added some of the, side lethal wonder weapons, but they're basically elemental weapons that kill zombies. And we've seen all of those within Call of Duty Zombies history, and I think for DLC 4, it could be a possibility that we'll actually see it there. So this is why, potentially. So obviously, this is actually what I saw from the Zombros podcast as well, because they basically said, okay, the Origins and the cutscene, we obviously had this house, and within the house, you basically have sort of these elements and sort of these things from like every single zombies map. Like you see, obviously, you had the Transit crew, you had like the Origins crew, you had all this different stuff, you had a ton of different weapons within that Origins ending cutscene. It's all in that house, that one house, and that's the house that Dr. Monty's been hinting at that we're probably going to for DLC 4. Obviously, whether or not the actual map is within the house, that's the only thing I really don't know, and a lot of people don't really know. So again, I don't think the actual DLC 4 map is going to be a house. I think it's going to be like Agartha or some sort of summoning key, like mythical map or something like that. Or maybe some sort of like center of the universe where all of these universes are colliding and you're just at the center of it all. And basically, since you're at the center of that, just like in the house that we saw, the Origins ending cutscene, you're going to have all these different universes bleeding together, and obviously when they're bleeding, you're going to have different elements from those universes popping out, like stuff from the Transit Crew, stuff from World at War, stuff from Black Ops 1, and it would make sense to have different weapons bleed out, different blueprints, different Easter eggs, just all this insane stuff actually go into this one last DLC 4 map, which again is like the end of it all, the center of it all, and again, based on that, it would make sense. And if we're going to that house, like Dr. Monty is saying, whether or not it's the Easter egg intro cutscene or ending cutscene, I think we will have access to a lot of the stuff that we see within the Origins ending cutscene, because that's just where it is. All the weapons, all the universes, there's a ton of stuff within that house, and again, especially for DLC 4, with all of the universes coming together, it would make sense to have all these wonder weapons, or just at least a lot of different wonder weapons from different games to actually be in this one map. Now, thinking about this logically, so you sort of have this theory here, like I said, where it's like, okay, maybe the universes come together, they have all these wonder weapons, you know, the house has, I guess, houses all of these wonder weapons. That made no sense, but how this logically happened, like how would you go and start DLC 4 and get every single wonder weapon? So it could be, here's, again, it's far-fetched, it's just a what if here, but I do think it's possible to some extent, you know? I'm not like dead set on like, yes, we will see every wonder weapon, I'm not saying that, but I think, you know, if we had a selection of 36 wonder weapons like we have on the list here of all the wonder weapons we've ever seen, you basically maybe get to do certain Easter eggs to actually get specific wonder weapons. So it's not like you're going to have 36 wonder weapons on the map at one time, obviously. It's basically like each player gets to pick their own wonder weapon they get to use, and I think however they want to make that work, that would be the craziest thing they could ever possibly do. Think about it, like each player gets to pick their own wonder weapon that they want to use. That would be just unreal. That would be absolutely unreal. So again, I would really love that, definitely. They can also do stuff where the wonder weapons are obviously, like I said, I mentioned before, Easter eggs. So certain wonder weapons are certain Easter eggs around the map. So again, that would be sick as well. So you have to do certain mini Easter eggs to actually get, you know, the Blundergat, the Silkfire, whatever you really want. Or they do the more logical approach where obviously it's probably going to be impossible and improbable that they're going to add every single wonder weapon from the whole series onto one map. So, like I said before, with the universes bleeding, let's say from each sort of separate dimension and universe within zombies, you have one or two wonder weapons that actually drop into DLC 4 and sort of come from these universes into DLC 4. So let's say you have a Blundergat from you know, the Mob Dead crew, you have sort of this you know, I guess Paralyzer from the Transit Crew, and you just basically take these wonder weapons from these different crews and these different universes and just drop them in. So let's say you have like 4 wonder weapons, all different wonder weapons from all different universes that are returning to DLC 4, and then you also have maybe like one new wonder weapon for DLC 4 just out of the Black Ops 3 Zombies Origins crew, like their new wonder weapon, their last wonder weapon for DLC 4. I think that would make sense. That probably makes a lot more sense than all of this other stuff here. But again, having all the wonder weapons could very well make sense. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's possible. Like, when you think about it logically and you just think Treyarch zombies, and it's just like, okay, they're not going to do this. They're going to have a DLC 4 map. It's going to be insane. It's probably going to do some insane stuff we've never even thought of before. But like, do you think they're actually going to do like, you know, wonder weapons bringing back wonder weapons? I feel like that's like the top line premier thing. Like, if we ever wanted anything Treyarch to do, like, I guess maybe next to bring back remastered maps, I feel like that's like #1. But if there was anything that they can do that would just be out of this world, like bringing back old wonder weapons and like maybe even remastering them for the DLC 4, think about how insane that is. I feel like a lot of people haven't even talked about that. So I don't know, I think it's gonna be insane. Let me know what you guys think about this, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.